Hold on. I'll watch their breakdown for it.
With the following critical incident video, the Fresno Police Department is sharing information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred on January 26th.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You want to complain chat? Fucking close out, bitch ass fucking pussy. I don't give a fuck.
2025. Our goal with critical incident videos is to be transparent with our community and share as much information as we're able to when critical incidents such as this one occur. The following critical incident video provides an overview of the incident and includes body-worn camera footage, surveillance video, and 911 recordings. In this incident, there were 2 separate shooting locations and 3 officers who fired their service weapons. Due to the graphic nature of this video, viewer discretion is advised. At 7:20 a.m., officers from the Fresno Police Department's Northeast Policing District responded to an apartment complex at North Backer Avenue and Shaw Avenue regarding a burglary in progress. A 911 caller reported seeing 3 armed men breaking into an apartment.
Hi, there's an armed robbery going down at Maplewood Condominiums right now.
What's the full address there?
North Backer Avenue, what unit?
And there's like 4 or 5 of them, they all got guns.
My neighbor just came to my house knocking.
They broke into my window and they said Fresno Police Department. And
Okay.
I saw, I looked out the people for a second, it wasn't cops, and I ran out the back door.
Smart.
And you guys are in unit.
Yeah,
I'm in unit house robberies.
I see them just keep going back and forth grabbing.
They got guns and stuff and they're just looting his house.
Surveillance video captured the suspects approaching the victim's residence. One suspect is armed with a shotgun that was later recovered.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, it's crazy that you're gonna say, look, the guys that they're all armed or whatever. Now you can see how information can play out in action when there's information being given to dispatch. This guy says all armed. If they say that, oh, armed with shotgun, later recovered. Okay, if there was other guns, they would have stated it here at this point. At this point, if this is information from hindsight, they would say, yeah, they recovered 3 guns from this. There's only 1 gun. Fair enough. Now you can see that there's a discrepancy between what the caller is saying and this. I'm just using that as an example, as you can't just act upon anything you're hearing from what the guy's saying.
After forcing their way inside the victim's apartment, one of the suspects drove their SUV onto the courtyard and backed it up near the apartment's front door. The suspects removed a safe from the apartment and loaded it into the back of the SUV.
This is like some like Breaking Bad Sub-Zero IQ shit.
After partially loading the safe in the SUV, they drove out of the courtyard but were met by arriving Fresno police officers.
This is fucking brain
Officer
dead.
number 1 located the SUV, stopped on a walkway with 2 of the subjects outside of the vehicle. Officer number 1 gave the suspects multiple commands to get on the ground, but they did not comply and they re-entered the SUV. The driver of the SUV backed up, struck a building, and then rapidly accelerated towards Officer number 1. Officer number 1 discharged his service weapon.
14 apart, where it's in the middle of the complex. It's in the middle of the complex.
Copy.
It is here. They hold shots for you to link up.
Forward.
On the ground! I got the towards where we're like, shots fired! Shots fired! Stop right there!
As the suspects fled from the apartment complex, assisting officers initiated a pursuit.
Yeah, them shooting. I mean, listen, it's not just like some one thing, brother. You guys know I watch this shit all the time. I've watched fucking hundreds of this shit. I can't agree with it. I have to be consistent with it. I don't really find that guy. Just looking at it, I can't see the intention is to harm cop with car. I don't see it. I don't. And even if I agree with that, I still don't agree with shooting through the fucking passenger side window directly sideways. Fucking just it's at best negligent.
The vehicle drove northbound on Backer Avenue in the direction of Shaw Avenue. From Backer Avenue, the vehicle drove onto the north curb line of Shaw Avenue and into the south parking lot of Fresno State
Was it
University.
at best negligent? Yeah. He said, "Thank God you're not a cop." But listen, I can probably show you 30 examples back to back of this happening and them not shooting. Sorry, especially not at the fucking passenger window.
Officer number 2's body-worn camera captures the pursuit and its conclusion in the campus south parking lot.
I'll show you one. I got you, bro. Thanks, bro. Oh, watch this. If it's not,
What do you got in there?
this is a good one. That one's decent. Is it? Watch this. Fuck it, because you watched it like a couple weeks ago. That one's just not related. Chat, a couple weeks ago. In the parking lot, remember? All of the definition.
When the suspect vehicle drove out of the parking lot, officer number 3 intentionally collided with the vehicle. Officer number 3 observed the driver, 37-year-old Amicho Mancia, attempting to pull a rifle out before he fled from the vehicle.
Oh, hold on.
When the suspect vehicle drove out of the parking lot, officer number 3 intentionally collided with the vehicle. Officer number 3 observed the driver, 37-year-old Amicho Mancia, attempting to pull a rifle out before he fled from the vehicle.
Well, fair enough.
Officer number 3 fired multiple rounds through the windshield of his patrol vehicle.
Can we see
Amicho
that?
Mancia then fled from the vehicle and ran westbound towards the campus. Officer number
Is there not a body cam footage of that?
2 exited his vehicle as Amicho Mancia began to flee. Officer number 2 believed the suspect was armed and fired his...
I was right. Bro, I was actually right. That is insane. This is actually crazy. This is legitimately negligent discharge. These guys, bro, they actually fucked up.
service weapon. Amicho Mancia continued to flee, and a police canine was deployed, apprehending him.
Pierre Paul would have shot on gang car.
Even if in a world where the guy attempted to get the rifle out, but then he didn't, I don't see it. I don't see it. Sorry, I don't see it. Sorry.
There's another guy in the car.
This guy knows. Yeah, it's what I said. It. He was hesitant because he knows he's wrong. That's just brain dead. Just fucking mag dump if you're gonna shoot. This is stupid. Oh, hey, I'm gonna say, actual only hardcore bootlickers would agree with this.
Watch out, watch out! Pow, pow, boom! Shot fired! Oh, God damn.
There's a guy in the car still.
There's another guy in the car still. Another guy in the car.
Officer number 3's body-worn camera was activated after the collision with the suspect vehicle. Officer number 3 discharged his service weapon from inside his vehicle and through the windshield.
Dude, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not. What a joke. What a fucking joke. This is actually just awful. Shooting from the car is also already pretty crazy. Listen, I'm not saying like I didn't see it before. I've seen it probably maybe about 10 shooting from the vehicle incidents. It's not that rare, but it's pretty rare, right? Usually very justified. But the fact that we don't get body cam footage at all, and this guy already shot multiple times when these guys never shot at them, and then body cam footage starts after collision, dude, pfft, fuck off. I'm merely a skeptic. This is just weird. That's just weird.
As officers approached the suspect vehicle to detain the passenger, later identified as 43-year-old Antoine Francisco Mencia, Officer number 3 seized the assault rifle that Amicho Mencia was attempting.
Every time I have seen shooting from the vehicle scenarios is when the threat is still it's still active while the car is moving. If there's shots from vehicle, they shoot from car, or they were shooting a bunch before. Never do they. When it's a little bit unsure, they never shoot from the car. That's crazy. That's wild.
Officer number 3 secured the assault rifle, and Antoine Mencia was taken into custody.
Wild.
Let me get that.
I got you.
Hey, I'm gonna put this in my car.
As officers were providing medical aid to the driver, Amicho Mencia, they observed he had a gunshot wound and he was wearing body armor.
Multiple units, I copy suspect was shot.
Yes.
4 George 11. To the suspect that was shot.
Yeah, don't agree with it. Sorry.
Minor injuries. EMS come.
What it is? What did I miss? Sorry. I
Was wearing body armor.
Multiple units, I copy suspect.
Wait, he knows the gun. I didn't know the gun. I saw the AR. You're operating from hindsight, like, and even then, I still don't see how there's an active threat there when the guy was running away. I don't see it.
Multiple units, I copy suspect was shot.
Yes.
4 George 11. To the suspect that was shot.
4 George 11.
We have one suspect shot by an officer. We have the other suspect in custody. Some minor injuries. EMS come.
Yo, guys, we have seen a live chase last time where the guy was shooting at the cops, shooting at them while driving it, and the guy was apprehended safely with no shots fired back at him. Literally. If this is standard procedure, that guy would be dead. What was the point? The point is that if there's a threat and it's no longer a threat, right? You can still do better and not shoot. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The passenger, Antoine Mencia.
If I would listen to you, every video where we saw somebody who's a suspected killer or whatever, like the lady earlier, it should be shot on sight. Everybody should kill everybody then.
Did not have any visible injuries but complained of pain. He was transported to the hospital, released, and booked into jail. Amicho Mencia was booked into jail for felony assault on an officer, robbery, and a felon in possession of a firearm. Antoine Mancia was booked into jail for robbery, carrying a concealed firearm, a felon in possession of a firearm, and a felon in possession of ammunition. The body armor worn by Amicho Mancia did not have any bullet impacts. The firearm recovered from the suspect vehicle was an AR-15 style rifle.
What do I care? Because I review cop videos and I'm not
shotgun.
I'm not gonna be biased because whatever. I agree with almost every shooting that we've seen that I reviewed. I don't agree with this one. I can't.
And bag that was carried by one of the suspects were recovered inside the victim's residence. The safe fell out of the SUV as the suspects fled from the apartment complex. The third suspect involved in the home invasion robbery, 28-year-old Aaron Geary, was identified by detectives and taken into custody on January 29, 2025. He was booked into jail for home invasion robbery. This concludes the critical incident video of the officer-involved shooting that occurred on January 26, 2025. The investigation into this critical incident is ongoing.
That's interesting.
Stay right there! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
For this video is PDS because they have helped tens of theft ever. Just thought this incident takes place during a route, but it can't fit in the trunk. No problem. We'll let it hang out the back. No one in this group even state campus. We're getting into Tennessee versus Garner territory here. Armed robbers who have already tried to kill a cop heading towards civilians. Oh,
Whoa. I mean,
yeah, you can shoot them. I mean, it is a college campus in California. They might blend in there.
It looks terrible, doesn't it?
These suspects finally come to a stop. That's
I mean, like I said, it's up to interpretation. Whether you want to say, oh, this guy tried to fucking kill a cop, I don't think they did. I'm not convinced that they did. The car thing, I don't agree with it. I think it's just trigger happy. Amazon, it is what it is. I don't agree with it.